Okay, so Hyper-V, it's one of the hypervisors that are commercially available out there, and it's also free as well, especially if you have DreamSpark, you can get it with the Windows Server, which makes life easier because it comes with GUI and everything. So how to install it? You just have to, well, after you install a Windows Server into a box from Craigslist or something like that, make sure you enable virtualization on the server in the firmware. Then after that, you basically install Windows Server and click on Server Manager. Then after, okay, update it. You just have to click on Add Roles and Features. Click Next, Role Based, Next. That's the server. Next. Then click on this hypervisor, Hyper-V. Then click next, next, next to install it basically, so that you can start spinning up um, virtual machine, basically servers. And I already have one installed in this one. This is my old RS-10 that I picked up from Craigslist. It has decent amount of memory, so it can spin. You can use it to spin up quite a few virtual machines as long as you don't give them too much memory. CPU is never an issue, but memory is definitely an issue. It does tend to run out. So let's say you want to make a new virtual machine. You just click on. Well, the first thing you do is go to Virtual Switch Manager, then set up a switch. Private means it stays, it's completely isolated, and well, let's just make a new one. External means, goes outside and it uses the host machine's NIC. Internal is partially isolated. It talks to your host, and well, there's this, it comes with explanation, so I guess I don't have to. You can just read that. Private is just completely isolated, and you can just click on create switch, and that's about it. See, it's easy. Just click on OK, and you can just, yeah, it's very easy. That's the first thing you do. Then after that, you can just click on new, click on virtual machine, click next, then name it something like VM01 since it's just a home lab, and I like to store in. You can just pick your store where you store it, like that. Since it's just a whole lab, you can just name it whatever you want. Just, at work, you have to follow the naming convention and stuff like that. And since it's Windows, I'm just going with Generation 2. That way I can have better GUI and give it decent amount of memory. I do. I like dynamic. Uh, since it's just a lab and I don't have enough memory, but then in the real environment, I think you're not supposed to use dynamic or something because it slows down, especially if you're using SQL. And you can just pick whatever switch that connection that you made. I'm just gonna use, let it go outside, external, and click on next. Yes, create virtual hard disk and install bootable image that you got from DreamSpark. Click on that. Next. Finish. So basically Hyper-V makes it really easy to make VMs. Okay, right click settings and maybe give it I don't know, for processor. Then you can just click on connect and start. So it's set to press any key, so I press any key and now it's loading Windows Server on Hyper-V. This is one thing you have to be careful though when you're doing VM. You don't want to run out of memory and start paging in the host. That would be kind of ugly. So just click on next, install. Oh, then you need that AVMA key. that I showed in a previous video. Maybe key. Come on. Where is the key? I'm just gonna use the data center edition. I'm not sure if I can copy it straight. No, it won't let me. 7 MBQ3 MBB40W. And I like it with GUI. Core installation is just command only, which is a little much for me to handle right now. So I'm just gonna go with GUI, accept the license, next, and custom install because it's not an upgrade. And I can just stick in the C drive. That's fine with me. I'll add disks later if I need to. Okay, so it's finally done cooking, and let's just do some final steps to get it prepped. Okay, so it's finally done. So let's just do some basic stuff in here, such as changing time zone. I'm not on the West Coast. And this I always try to turn it off because it's irritating. And it's just a home lab, so I'm just gonna turn it off to make my life easier. In the real situation, of course, you don't want to do that. It's just for convenience, and I like to be able to remote in, RDP in. Oh, I think it kicks me out too. Oh well. Oh, come on. And give it a IP address. I'm not using IPv6. That thing is confusing to me. I don't understand that stuff. Oof, I don't remember. Go to my domain controller to see if there's any IP left. I'm sure that I got lots, but 224. Ah, 4. As you can tell, I'm using /24. I'm obviously not a networking guy. Yeah, sure. And if you want to, you can just domain join it. What's the name of this thing? VMO1. Oh, well, if you don't have a domain controller, I guess you can't, but, yeah, my domain's called domain. That's how creative I am. But anyway, I guess on the next video, I guess I'll show how to install a domain controller so that you can do things. And reboot it, then it's good to go. Then you can start using after you change the name and join the domain. Alright, thanks for watching.